is time. It is time to brew your best beer.
The 2016 SJPorr Challenge is dedicated to your friend and ours, Paul Wickstein. Brought to you by Brewcraft USA, iMake, Gladfield Malting, Yakima Valley Hops, The Grain Bill, Brewers Exchange, Cake Kingdom Homebrew Supply, Hiraki Homebrew, and a special thanks to our silver sponsors.
Okay, how you doing? So here we are with beer number 3 of the SJPorr Challenge US and Canada Finals. One I have here is 63F-94C-46E. It is a dry hopped passion fruit Berliner Weiss. And reading up on this thing, it looks pretty cool. Looks like it's a new school style Berliner. It was kettle soured, has probiotics in it, which is kind of cool. Don't know if to be scared or happy about that. No boil. This is sounding better by the minute, and 0 IBUs. I don't know if I've ever had a beer with 0 IBUs, unless I did it by mistake. Passion fruit added at the end of the primary, big dry hop of Citra and Mosaic. This sounds extremely interesting. Best enjoyed a little warmer. So I've had this thing sitting out for a while, so it's a little warmer than fridge temperature. So I just want to get right into this one. Minor hiss. Don't see any smoke or any bubbles coming up, which doesn't surprise me, seeing what style beer it is. Let's go ahead for a pour. Give it a nice aggressive pour and see if I can get some kind of head to come up here. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's stop it there. That is a pretty beer. It's a very light straw colored, very light straw colored beer. Almost looks like lemonade, to be honest. It has a very white, loose packed bubble, which I think it's going to dissipate pretty quickly. I can already. Sounds like a head. It's clear, but it's hazy. It's got a little chill. It's got chill haze in it. But wow, that's a really cool looking beer. Don't think I've seen one that looks like this in the competition at all. I had a session wit that kind of. It was kind of this color, but it was like super clear. This one is, imagine with all that, passion fruit dry hopping in it. Not surprising that it's got that little haze to it. So, all right, so cool looking beer. Let's go ahead and get a nose. Yeah, you get the passion fruit right away. Wow. I get a little bit of the Citra and the Mosaic, but the passion fruit is kicking. Really good nose on it. Very awesome smelling beer. Makes you kind of hungry for fruit. I'm assuming since it's kettle soured and no boil, I'm assuming that it's gonna have a little tartness to it, but it doesn't smell like it. Maybe I can I don't know. I can't tell whether it's going to be tart or not. I'm assuming it's going to be. I'm not very well versed in like sour beers and that kind of thing, but it's just kettle soured, so I'm assuming it's going to have some kind of tartness to it. Anyway, cool looking beer, very cool smelling beer. Let's see how it tastes. Cheers to the brewer. I can get the flavor doesn't follow the nose. I can kind of get the hint of the passion fruit, but it's a little more dominated by the tartness, and that's not a bad thing. It just it's actually pretty interesting. I mean, you smell it and you're expecting like a kick of the real sweet fruit and That's not what you get. There's a lot more carbonation in there than it looks. I mean, you don't see the bubbles streaming up, but when you taste it, it's got some pretty good carbonation in it. It reminds me a lot of the. Sorry about that. Got interrupted with a call. What I was going to say is, it reminds me a lot of a one of the kettle sour beers that was in the Southeastern Hub. Minus some of the extra ingredients, but the passion fruit does really good things with this thing. It's really good that it's on the aroma. Yeah, I can tell there's no IBUs, but it's kind of cool because you don't really need the IBUs because it's not cloyingly sweet because of the kettle soured. I imagine I'm not a kettle soured experienced brewer, but yeah, this is a really good beer. Good job to 63F-94C-46E. Cheers.